I definitely understand the negatives. It is a lot of draft picks, but if we're being honest, we're getting to the point with the roster where I question where those draft picks would have went anyways, right? And they hit so low percentage on those higher ones anyways that it's like, yeah, it's an overshoot, but you get Christian McCaffrey. Now, you made a comment earlier, is Christian McCaffrey the difference between winning a Super Bowl and not? I'd say probably not. I'm definitely on the side of things where I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is the guy to get that done, but I also don't view Christian McCaffrey as just it's a winner now thing right now. I view, and it's a point that I don't think a lot of people have voiced, I really view this as them looking at this and saying, this is us signing a potential Barry Sanders. This is us potentially signing one. I know that's a strong term, right?
No, I think maybe they are thinking that. I wouldn't think that, but maybe they are thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. My thought is they're thinking this is an elite talent in the league. And, you ask yourself, when an opportunity to sign one of the best players in the league, which obviously they haven't always gotten that right on, but, sometimes they look back and say, oh, maybe we should do that different. And now this opportunity pops up. I think that's that opportunity to strike. And I don't think they view this as hey, this is for now. I think they think, all right, we get 3 years with him. Maybe we restructure, and then maybe we get a little bit more. And yes, he is 26, and running backs don't tend to make it past 30. But what makes him uniquely special, I shouldn't say uniquely, because there are a couple other backs that can do this, is he is someone who can do everything as a running back. When he gained weight after his, in his first 2 years in the league, he put on a ton of upper body muscle mass. He started running in between the tackles very well. The year he went for 1,000, he was hurting people running through the tackles. Now, is he still that way? I haven't watched enough Panthers recently to be able to tell you if that's the case, and the team isn't the best, right? Mm-hmm. But he's also the best route runner as a running back I've ever seen. I shouldn't say in person because I haven't seen in person, but on TV in my lifetime, not watching some old cut up from, 2002 when, I was too young to really know what I was watching. So I think that's really awesome. The question is, I want to bring up is how is he going to be used? Because when he was at Stanford, when he was with the Panthers, when he was at his best, they realized he is the best player on the field. We're getting him the ball 90% of the time. And if he's getting the ball 90% of the time, who's getting the ball? How's Debo going to get his ball?
I don't think he's the best player on the Niners offense. It's Debo.
It's agree.
Debo. And Ayuk. I mean, seriously, nothing against McCaffrey, but I put him more in the Kittle camp. Guys who were dominant in 2019 and are still very good, but not dominant anymore. I could be wrong about McCaffrey. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and personally, I love McCaffrey. I loved him in college, so I'd love to see him, have this amazing outbreak. Yeah. But my question is he going to be the player that we have seen him be at his best if you do change that workload up? Because we've always seen him at his best when you give him a bunch of carries, and they've been able to do that because they suck, right? The Panthers. So is he going to have a drop off because it's kind of like Adrian Peterson rule, except it's not just running up the middle. It's he needs to get his reps catching the ball. But I am really excited to see him catch a ball in the flat, make a linebacker miss, and turn what Jeff Wilson would have got 2 yards on a 3rd and 7 to converting that 7. That's kind of exciting.
It's funny, they took Solomon Thomas with that 3rd pick in 2017, and we all assumed that they regretted taking Patrick Mahomes. I think Kyle regretted not taking McCaffrey. I think and when he signed Jerick McKinnon, I think that was him being like, well, he's kind of like McCaffrey. He wants this kind of a player. He's got this kind of a player now. Let's see what you got with it, man. Let's see what you can do.
I definitely think that's the case. And I can understand when he came out, all the question marks. He was very small at the time, and he's put on the weight that I think shows that he can play in this league now, which I'm excited about.